Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. As we can see, our bot frame production is going quite well. We did update it last time. And it is up here. We had a temporary maxed out production here for a while. But the biggest issue right now is actually batteries. And frankly, it's not really keeping up. So I've been thinking if there's anything that we can do realistically. I even forgot, where do we have our battery? We send them down here. That's not really viable to belt up here. So right now this is eating 138 to make 138. That's now eating 36. Okay, 104. Okay, so we do get a little bit more batteries out. Unfortunately, like our copper, we're draining copper so heavily for a lot of different things. For example, this is eating a little bit of copper. It's 400 per minute. But yeah, it's not nothing. So I'm thinking we wanted to cheat this a bit. We want to improve our battery production. We can actually fill up this belt from here instead. It's not the most unreasonable. We can even do this. And we'll be like, okay, we can get to 230 or 223 batteries, which should be more than enough to cover this production at least. And then hopefully copper is going to be enough to go all the way down, yeah? Okay. So there's a couple of things that we really wanted to do. We want to update this blueprint with the station, unloading ammo and everything. And I also was thinking a little bit between episodes that this is probably not ideal. I want to make this slightly bigger. Okay. All these old power poles are just like in the way, yeah? Can I replace this easily with something. Just gonna do that. I don't care. So I'm gonna put a little bit bigger buffer here instead. And we're gonna connect that. So this has room for 120 times 200, I guess, which is 24k. Let's say 20k is what we want to request here. This is going to be a little bit messy, but I don't care too much about that. Let's drag this over here. And then we'll fill up this as well. Like so. So we'll have 2 wagons in here that are full of ammo. 2 wagons. Oh yeah, I should have maybe looked at that filter. And to make this as smooth as possible, let's upgrade all this belt to blue. So we can really fill up the train quickly here, yeah? So we can crank that, which would be very good. Now we're gonna have to accept that this might be filled up with stuff, yeah? It's okay. I really want to update all of that to something reasonable. Probably not updating the ones that we already have, but it's okay. Okay. Meanwhile, we do this. I want to look at this. We need visible observation frame. Do we actually need beryllium for something? Beryllium plate. We don't need beryllium for this. I don't think. Can we just crank this, please. Because I want to get started on that science pack as well while we do. We'll multitask a little bit here, yeah? For once. This takes so long to construct. Unfortunately, the reality is probably need 10k construction bots in our system to make this efficient at this point. Oh, that's also where our additional production comes in, right? We actually have 2.5k bots, logistics bots in the system now, which is very, very nice. We're about to unlock the telescope. Telescope. This is something that we need to produce up here. So, telescope. Take that, put this in here. Telescope. Boom. So we can get those. We had one here at some point. I think we still have it. We still have that. So how does this actually work? We need blank observation frames and cold thermal fluid, so we cannot do that there. Observation frame. This. It's also made in a space manufactory. So, blank observation frames. Put that in there. Blank. Oh, let's say we need 2k of that. It's okay, that's 10 stacks. Not the end of the world. We do, however, need some light oil. Which we are not sending on demand either. So light. Light. And then this is light oil barrel. I'm gonna adjust this. So we have 10 stacks of whatever it is that we need. Probably should be doing this as well then, to be honest. Let's just go through these quickly. Not 100. This. We'll put that at 500. Put this at 10. 10. 1k. 500. 10. not 0, 10. 500. This is already, I think... This also 500. 10. 500. 10. 500. Not 50. 10. 10. This is actually also 1,000. Don't think we need that much uranium, but it's okay. This is 2K. This is 500. And ingots, 500. Then 500. Then this is 2K. We're definitely struggling a little bit here with the vaults. They are now very, very busy, which is okay. It's gonna work off the debt there for a bit. Okay, so we can start by removing those, yeah? So I don't want that. We can remove this as well. Okay. We'll upgrade this. I think we have a lot of steel chests. And I don't think it makes... No, unfortunately that ain't gonna happen. Because we just can't have enough inputs in that, yeah. Okay, we are not making any of these strong boxes, which... I think might be a mistake here. So strong box, passive, buffer, and requester. I think that's pretty reasonable. So it's not about the size per se. It's more about the fact that we just can't get these in here otherwise. Then we'll do that. We'll connect that. We'll connect this as well. Now, I think this here, this is 2K. I think that's more than enough to store. Okay. I probably want to upgrade these. And I want to upgrade this to their red equivalents. And we want to send that on the whole thing. So we can have a little bit of throughput here as well. And yeah, this radar is powered, so that's not an issue, is it? I don't think. So, we are missing the light oil. This is going to be similar to this. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to take light oil barrels. And we're going to empty them. Boom. Straight into that. Let's see that this works. But it does. We are getting 5 blank observation frames per craft. So we're going to be able to put a lot of those out there. Now, the question is, can we build telescope? Maybe like this. So we need this in, right? Yeah. And then we get this out. So that's fine. Now, what kind of observation frames do we need for this? That's the question. I want to unlock this, please. Did we fuck ourselves with this? No, not really. We have a bunch of that stacked up. That should be fine. How are we doing up here? This is not exactly done yet. It is kind of done now. Oh, the bots are so slow compared to the train. But I think this will be very reasonable. This is a very reasonable upgrade for this this area. You can argue if it's wise to get completely dry on ammo here. Probably not. The thing about light oil is actually that's not the thing at all. I think we need to do this. Because if I fill up this system completely and this is empty, we still have a bunch of light oil left. So whenever this reaches 0, we're still gonna have a bunch left in the system. However, we probably don't want to get less than 1 stack here of this. I am guessing. I think that would be very, very dumb choice. I mean, we have 700 in here. And that's gonna increase quite significantly with this gone as well. Nice. No, I like this. I like this. I think this is very reasonable. Very reasonable indeed. Okay, so we did get a couple of things here. We're gonna scoot this in here as well. So we're gonna backtrack the same way we usually do. Yeah, right, okay. We are actually starting to struggle a little bit here. Again, copper is a huge fucking issue here. And that's getting very down prioritized. And we do have We do have. Okay, you are just unable to empty these. Gee, okay. That's gonna be a thing. That's also gonna be a thing, yeah? That's fine. We want to send everything out here as quickly as possible. You have a little bit of... You have some safety there, yeah? That can go. We've been cramming solar panels into every nook and cranny here for a very long time. Maybe not this one, because this looks kind of nice. I'm gonna save that for aesthetic reasons. And then we'll be relying only on these. I don't know why we did that, but okay. Let's put that back, please. How are we doing on platform? Okay, yeah, we are. We're not doing that well on platforms, not gonna lie. Okay, so I'm assuming the same thing applies for this, yeah? I'm assuming the same thing applies for this. No, we don't want to do that at all. I just want to check this. This here is 24. This is 24. We have not sent a lot of modules up there. You are about to go as well. I want to see what we can do here if we have some modules, yeah? Come on, 50. Whoop. And then another 50, preferably. If we have time. Okay, we do have time. Okay, so we're gonna send 150 up there. Now, this only has 2 module slots. And it's kind of power hungry as well. But That's not bad. That is not bad. So we could definitely do this. Put a requester here. Do this. Wait. And you're gonna eat 400 of this per minute. Let's just see if we'll do roughly what it takes you 1 minute to consume. It's 20 of these as well, yeah? Oh, we can do these. Okay. And you are also gonna do junk data cards. And then science. So this is obviously gonna be astronomic science instead. And I think stacking 2 stacks per machine would be quite reasonable. Quite reasonable. So I kind of... Do we have a pump up here? Not really. Not really. Don't we need that for something soon? Was it here? Was it here? Storage tank. Pump. I thought we had pumps up here. We don't have pipes anymore. I guess we ran out. Okay. You actually need iron pipes, though. Yeah, I was sure we made pumps here. I was quite sure. Gonna put that here. We're gonna drag this here. It's fine. We need to leave 3. Actually, we don't here. I think we just leave 1. Then we pump this other thing. back in here. We need to start splitting these up, unfortunately, because of the pipe length limit. Okay. So technically we need 65 of the catalog then, which is going to be very similar to this. It's going to be this. You are just going to connect there. You're just going to connect there. We should have enough modules to cover this up here right now. Okay. Okay. So I need 65, which would be 6 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's really cringe. At least this is going again. It's not going quickly, but it is going. So I don't think... we have enough platform here. Okay. Let us recycle a bit of this then. Yeah, this is a crafting speed problem. Let's put those in there. So meanwhile, how are we doing here? Okay, we are kind of stuck. It's definitely because of this. Like the bots are just not quick enough to do that. Okay, so I think this is updated and done. So we'll just do that. We are also, just for the fun of it, going to put one here. This is more for radar and artillery coverage. I think we can maybe kill this base off by having a station here. I'm hoping, at least. And we'll get a little bit more exploration done over here. Definitely a good way to start our new expansion. Definitely a good way. Some of these islands are kinda chill. I'm wondering if maybe we could do one here as well. Not really. But if we annihilate this island, we could. Down here, it's also really chill. We can get started on this. Definitely get started on that. Okay, let's see how we're doing up here now. Yeah, so this is a 1-to-1. So we'll get this. You're gonna eat 10 per minute. So let's do 10. Can do that. You're not really gonna get any trash. So all I really need is this. Like so. That is pretty reasonable. I think we also do put these here, because this is connected to this, you know. So it doth make sense to have them kind of grouped up together. So we're also gonna need astronomic insight. We're gonna need 64 of that. So I think we clear these. I think we clear this as well. And this is astronomic insight. Astronomic simulation. You are gonna get a blank data card out. No. What? Why? No, 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 no. This, please. But you are gonna get a blank data card out. Which is okay. We're just gonna do that instead, I think. Let's put that in there. As I said, we need 64 of this per minute. And that doesn't include the amount we need to make the significant data. So this is only 43, which means we'll need at least this. And unfortunately, the significant data, we need 65 significant data. Just out of curiosity, one of these, we're gonna need 5. Which means we'll also need... Bro. That ain't happening. There's no way that's happening. There, that's just no. Even one, it's not happening. There's no way that's happening. Oh my god. Okay. No. We'll do this. We'll do that. We'll take one. I'm not satisfied with this, but there is a 0% chance it's gonna be Astronomic simulation. You can eat 72. Okay. I'm gonna leave that without modules. We're gonna have such oh, that ain't happening. Like, it's not even close. There's 0% chance. Okay, so to make infrared observation data. Observation. Infrared observation data is made in an astrometrics facility. I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say that astrometrics facility is made in this. Astrometrics facility. We're not gonna get 2K of that, we're gonna get this. So I don't know if they need anything specific, but let's say we need this. It's gonna be cold thermofluid and thermofluid. Okay. So you're gonna need, let's say, 65 per minute. Okay, let's start with the infrared. Because I see that this is gonna be looping a little bit here. So this is only making 10. We still have a bunch of those modules. Let's send more up here. But this is only making 26. We needed 65. 60 fucking 5. So we're gonna need 3 of these. And that's gonna need 300 per minute infrared observation frame. Bro, this ain't happening. There is no fucking way. This is 60. This is 60. I can tell you. This ain't happening. This is really, really cringe, actually. So you're gonna need these. You're gonna spend about 60 per minute, so we can do 60 per minute. How much are you even able to make? You can make 600 per minute, so okay. So far, that's not a problem. You're obviously gonna be way behind on this. But, I mean, you're gonna eat so much of this fluid as well. Like, it's not even funny how much of that fluid you're gonna eat. I think this is what we're gonna rely on. No. That probably still works. Right? Okay, so you want to request blank data cards. You're in theory you're gonna need 30 per minute. So let's get 30 per minute there. You're gonna get junk data card and scrap out. So this is normal scrap. And you're gonna get junk data card. That's fine. And then you're gonna get something else. You're gonna get infrared observation data. Boom. Okay. So visible observation data. So we'll do this. We'll do that. This is visible observation data. And then UV observation data. It's gonna be here. This is gonna be then UV observation data. And then this guy will need to be the Astronomic, which actually doesn't need this at all. You're gonna need 50 of each. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. I think in theory we have everything we need. Okay, now we just need that. Both shooting speed and damage for lasers would be great. Oh, we have shooting speed for weapons as well. We definitely need that. And it's probably gonna push it to 12 per second, which is definitely good. I don't know about required, but definitely good. So why are you not getting constructed exactly? Okay, I guess you're on the way. We have so much ammo. How much do we have stockpiled right now? 2.3k. Okay, we don't have that much ammo. Like, we have so much ammo. A lot of it is in the train, I guess. We have 16k inside the train. Okay, you're gonna go up here. I want to see if you're gonna actually shoot down this thing. I think it's gonna be close. But maybe not. If we put one here, we definitely clear out 2 of these. Oh, this one is dead. This one is 100% dead. Very nice. So what do we need if we wanted to upgrade our shells? Nuclear artillery shell needs 10 uranium per shell. So it's 1,250 plus 1,500 explosion. So it definitely does more damage. And the area of effect size is huge. Question is, do we have enough uranium to do that? And we have a lot of uranium. Pretty sure we could get more if we wanted to. Well, we are running out of uranium. We only have 400k left here. What's our uranium source after that runs out? That actually is a good question. There is uranium on this planet, though. 100%. We have this as well. It's a primary waterless, though, uranium area, but this has biters on it. This also has biters on it. I mean, this has uranium on it. Also has biters. This doesn't. The asteroid belt has a spaceship on it, apparently. With a lot of resources on it. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, this is flagged as a ruin. Do we have any other ruins? Not really. Oh, we're gonna have to go and check that out. I'm just thinking here. Right now, we are spending maybe 500 per 10 hours. 28 in the last hour. That would be 280 uranium. Okay, that's actually not good. No, this is consumption. This is production. So our problem is not this or refined uranium, it's the trash uranium. We can actually improve that. We do have some extra modules, and I think maybe it's worth doing that now. let's take that away. I mean, it's very small additional amount, but it's still something, right? So we'll start by doing this. And we'll put this here. We'll put those in there. Okay. Yes. Okay. I have something radioactive on me. Fuck that. We'll put that there. We'll do that. Put that in there. Put that there. That's going to increase the amount of uranium we can process by a pretty significant margin. So the last 50 hours or so, we have been stuck on 350 per minute. This is gonna put that over 1k. And we have a little bit more productivity. Not much, but we have a little bit more. So to make these shells, I think we're gonna go for it. I think we just do this here. Crafting speed of this is probably really, really slow. Okay, so then we also remove this, yeah. We just send that. It's fine. This might be a mistake, but also nukes. You're gonna need about 50 per minute. We're definitely putting modules in here. 100%. Okay, so about 250 per minute of everything. And then we can put 50 shells in here, that's okay. You're not gonna do that at all. We're gonna build... We are gonna build this until we have a full chest of both of these. So that's 26. This only makes 18. So we'll have a little bit of a surplus of this, but not much. Let's go over here, because I want to try this out now. Man's getting curious, you know? Man's getting curious. So whenever train comes back, we're gonna unload whatever we have. Can we do this again, please? Okay. This is actually outside of our thing, which is the biggest problem. Let's put that there. You do have a bit of this. And you're using 20 per minute. Let's make sure we put a bit more in here. Hopefully this cargo size is going to help. So, right, I actually need to put this out. This is gonna be this. Good job. Good job, me. I'm retarded. Apparently. Gonna take those. I'm gonna take those as well. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be really fun. I'm assuming that this is gonna be very full very, very soon. You left already. And you are going... Not a bad area, actually. Okay. I'm gonna swap you off. You're still gonna do your thing. We have 10 shells to shoot. Okay, wow, that's a huge fucking radius. Holy shit. So just out of curiosity, shooting one of these shells, I don't think that's gonna kill everything. Okay, I was wrong. That definitely fucking kills everything. Nice. I enjoy that. I definitely enjoy that. I'm assuming we can just annihilate this size base with these. at least very close to it. Okay. Yeah. That's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Okay. You can resume. Your thing, yeah. That's okay. Nice. That's gonna be huge. That's gonna be definitely worth it. I wish we could find some more uranium here on Novice, but that ain't happening at all, unfortunately. Like, we barely find any resources. We found 400k coal up here, 4 million rare metals, but that's it. That's it. I feel like we probably need to start looking at, you know, mining off-world soon. And then we'll see. All right, I didn't add this either. You're gonna eat 10 per minute. So let's not go crazy here. These are not doing something because we don't have the frames. I'm not sending coal up. No, I'm not sending coal up. Okay. Coal. This is gonna be 500, yeah? This is gonna be delivery capsule cannon coal. Coal thing. Well, fortunately, you're gonna be able to not get coal from there because this is apparently not a passive provider. So let's upgrade that because we don't want them to go to the end of the universe to get those. If we only had more significant data, both of you are gonna eat 12 per minute. We're absolutely not gonna request that much. Having that stockpile in there is absolutely not what we want to do. Okay. So we're hopefully getting this built soon, and we can finally get our first Astronomic science pack. We're so close. We just need a little bit of this. It's so close. Please. So, I wonder what our bonus for the bot attrition thing is. I feel like we can do 250 here now. And then we do 750 here. It's gonna increase our attrition significantly, but It's also gonna help us with our logistics problem. I think we have the amount of power we need for it, but we'll see. Because us sending coal here... I think we have sent coal now. Which means... And you're gonna need 150 maybe of each. And then you can just full send these frames. If we're lucky, 750 bots will be enough, but I don't think so. We are so dependent on bots up here. And it's disgusting, and I can't wait to unlock Space Elevator so we can actually get a space train base going. Because I don't want to start that before we have the Space Elevator. So we're finally getting these. Hopefully... How are we doing with... Is this empty? Fuck, that's empty. Okay, that's not good. Let's do that. See if we can work this off. We've actually managed to build up thermofluid. You can make 2K. So this is almost gonna be producing full-time now. And unfortunately, with this pump here, we're just sending it in here. But it's okay. Hopefully this is gonna catch up. Thermal fluid. We do have the rapid. So this is... Okay, nice. We did get our first Astronomic Science Pack at 138 hours. So there was just a little bit of time between here. Holy shit. So now the only thing stopping us from doing this is Material Science Pack 2. And the fact that we need to produce a bunch of Astronomic Science Packs. And we don't technically have any beryllium production. So we're gonna need to do that next time. And get beryllium actually going. But Material Science Pack 2 requires this, which shouldn't be a huge issue. And these are just slightly more complicated versions of the same thing. And then we need super cooled thermofluid if we want to do this. And super cooled thermofluid needs to... Okay, we just cool that one more time. Okay. But I'm curious, so A 10% loss would be 5. So this is like a 2% loss. %2 loss. Oh, I think we need a cooling tower. No, wait. Right, we didn't unlock this. This needs astronomic science. Okay. Can we compare this in here? Thermal fluid is what I want. This one. How did I do that again? Okay. So one cooling tower with this would make 300 per minute. Let's do this. So efficient cooling would be half, but we would lose way more, or less, I mean, because we're only losing 1% here. And the fast thermal fluid would be twice, but we're losing way more. I don't know how I feel about this. Being more efficient with thermal fluid is probably the way to go. Because then we need less of this to go around. But we'd need more of these. We'd need this. We'd need 8 to do the same amount. You're not able to work this off either. That's not great. Okay, you are actually just slurping that up. Holy. Okay, we need this for sure. We have 30k debt of cooling that we need to do. There's no way. You're eating 2.4k of the minus 10. There's no way. Yeah. We're gonna put modules in here as well. So it doesn't help if we are doing this faster if we're not doing this faster. Okay. So we should be able to go through this now. Cool it down. This is gonna add 3,000 per minute. Oh. Well, anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. We've managed to get a lot of things done. I'm really happy with the nuclear artillery that we have now. This is gonna be very helpful in cleaning out biters in the future. As we can see, it's very powerful. I'm gonna assume that our map is gonna be riddled with these black holes now, but it is what it is. We need to purge the local population anyway. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel, and as always, thank you so much for watching and have a really nice day.